It's a
The
fire.
wrong way.
It's mine. I built it.
The heck?
Yeah.
What'd you build it out of? Wood?
Mostly wood, yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm.
I tried using an old tree stump.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make good firewood though.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
Too wet.
Yeah, yep. That's the main problem that I'm running into.
Yeah.
All the rest of the wood also was wet. But the thing
Mm.
is, if you get some of it hot enough, then you start stacking it on top of it, then it dries the rest of the wood out, and then it'll catch on fire real good.
Mm-hmm. So true.
So, yeah, not many people know that.
Yeah. Well, that's because the freaking woke left media doesn't want you to know that. So they're hiding the truth.
Fire good.
Yeah. Fire help to make things hot and dry.
Yeah, we don't run from that kind of information on this channel.
Yeah.
We
We're
take
here.
it
We're about
seriously.
free speech and information.
And women in STEM.
Hmm. That's right.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna sit out here and keep an eye on this while we chat. You probably won't be able to see me very well, but
Not really. I can see some like faint
teeth.
like flickers. I can see your teeth pretty good.
That's good. That's all
That's
you
kind of
really need.
awesome though. That's like, that's,
I wonder if there's a way, if only I had a black layout here. That way you could
oh,
only
that would
see
be
my teeth.
awesome. Yeah, they're like glowing a little bit. Hmm.
That would be awesome.
That's what people want to see, frankly.
My dentist always said that.
Yeah.
We're gonna want to see your
Your
teeth.
dentist is always like, I feel like your teeth could be wider. Come into the black light for me real quick. That has no
Shout out to you,
concern.
Dr. Herringer.
Yeah, no concern with like hygiene or discomfort or anything. It's
Mm-mm.
just like how much do you glow under a black light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one point, he did suggest putting lights inside my teeth so
So
they
so
would
that they
glow from
always glow
within.
a little bit.
Yeah. And
That's
we
an
actually,
interesting
so my
idea.
dent, it is. He's in Bismarck, and we moved away before we could get a chance to move forward with that plan.
That's such a shame.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah,
What can you do?
I just don't know.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep stacking wood on this fire.
Let's go. Uh,
Woke left can't silence me.
yeah. I'd like to see him try. So welcome
Well,
to Women in STEM.
welcome.
Yay.
I really, really, really liked this one, and we could even come up with letters for the movie if we
I
wanted
think we
to.
really could. Um,
Hmm.
I didn't rewatch it, so I didn't have anything really come to mind today. I didn't have time because I had too many sleeping kitties on me. Oh no. What are you gonna do? Um, so I don't know, but we can think of some right now.
Well, let's do that. Train explosion.
That's true. Is that too much of a spoiler
I'd
since
be
it happens like 80% through the movie?
so unexpected. I
It's
really thought
crazy.
I'd accidentally started watching something else in the middle of it. Well, an easy one is sarfaraz.
So true.
That's simple.
That's one of the characters and it starts with an S.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Yeah.
easy peasy.
Mm-hmm. Pudding and
And
pie, you might
then
say. Hey, do you want to hear something crazy that I heard at work this week?
yes.
You know how generally the saying goes, easy peasy lemon squeezy?
Hmm.
My boss rolled out a new version this week, which is
Awesome.
easy peasy Japanesey.
Ah, that seems racially sensitive.
For sure, right?
Yeah, it
Would you
seems
say it's more
nice.
or less offensive to say it to um
An Asian person who's
an
not
Asian person
Japanese.
who's not Japanese?
I'm such a good guesser. I would
It's like you're
say,
reading my mind. Oh, mind reading. That could be M.
hey, that could be M. Hmm. I would say, let's see, is it more or less sensitive and respectful? I mean, and on the one hand, it's like obviously Asian culture is not a monolith, but at least he's like kind of recognizing someone's differences in some way. So you could say that it's
That is
more
true.
sensitive because it's like he's not going to be like, I don't see color, you know?
That's true. That's a very good point. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. I'll tell Jen not to be offended by it.
Yeah. Like, don't worry,
Hey, you're
Jen.
making a big deal
We
out of it.
figured it out. You're making a big deal out of it. T can be for like televangelist.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah. That could even be for E as well if we
For
really wanted it to.
televangelist.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that can work.
Let's do it. Let's
Because that
roll with
way
it.
we
I'm
don't
so
have to think
ready.
of any more letters. So that's
No, I
good.
think we've hit our limit.
Yeah. 2.5 to 3.5. We're not gonna do all four.
Pretty
Uh,
soon we're gonna have to shorten the acronym to STE.
yeah. Or just like st could be street, could be saint. It could be like the end of
That's
first.
true.
We just don't know.
Because what's our the username is Saint Eminem
That's true.
adjacent.
We could just be like
So,
saint.
hmm
hmm
and then other people could say, "Oh, is it like both your initials, like your first and last, the first letter of each of your names?" And we
And
can
we
say
would
no.
say, nope, neither of us has an S or a T in our whole last names.
Not even in my imaginary middle name.
Nope.
Well, yeah, welcome to Women in STEM. Today we're talking.
Sarfaraz, televangelist, mind reader.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
of
yes.
course, that means we're talking about PK, the movie.
PK.
PK. Punky Kong.
Hi, Mom.
Is that bad?
Olivia says hi. I
Oh,
assume.
hi,
Do you say
Heidi.
hi to Heidi?
Yeah,
She does. I missed what you were saying about movie PK, but it is a movie. It's called PK, and it's really good, and I liked it a lot.
totally.
Mhm.
Um, it has a couple like I think there's one big plot twist that you don't see coming. But all in all, I think it has a lot of moving parts that come together in a satisfying way.
Yes.
And it's not like that one movie, and had one that I've seen and you haven't seen that is like so much going on. It's
And
crazy.
it also is not like Barfy, where
Oh, where it's really, really good until the last like 20 minutes, and then you're like, ah,
and
I wish it had ended differently.
yeah, and you think, oh my gosh, wait, this person is in love with this other person,
Yeah.
but they're not in love with them. Oh no,
Oh
how's it gonna turn
no.
out? But it turn you know what? It turns out fine.
This one turns
It
out it's
I
just okay.
it's yeah, I really liked it a whole lot. I think I would have preferred it maybe even more if they hadn't done the romance of it.
hmm
But
The
because I was a
romance
little bit annoyed
between
when they did.
PK and Jagu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though the song was really cute, I want to waste time with you. I want to waste all my time with you. I
Yeah.
thought that was really cute, but I was like, oh, I kind of wanted them to have like to just be friends. But
Yeah.
then, and mostly because I was worried about how they were going to handle it. I was like, no, but she already fell in love. She
Yeah.
was so in love with him. She can't just fall like that has to mean something, and it did.
And it
And I
did.
really liked that they were like, yeah, he's in love with her, and maybe she's not in love with him, but that's okay. They
hmm
still love each other.
Yeah. And it's especially okay because he like he's learned a lot about humanity, but he hasn't learned that like weird like obsession or like need to win that a lot of
Yeah,
people have. So
yeah.
he can like realize that he has these feelings for her, but still respect her autonomy in her life enough to still like not only just like leave her alone, but he like actively supports her like meeting back up with the first guy that she really loved.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It is. It's really nice because you know what? He's a sweetie.
hmm
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah.
And he
So
has
I thought
sticky outy ears.
he, they sure are,
hmm
which also could have been S if we
It's
wanted
true.
it to be. Because Yeah, they sure do sticky out.
Hmm.
Yeah. I like at one point he goes to stick them back and they flop out and bounce a little bit. I
Yeah,
liked that. I
that
thought
is
that was
pretty
good.
funny.
I love an alien story just in general, and this is coming hot off the tails of me watching E.T. for the first time as an adult.
Hmm.
So the whole being separated from your family and your home with no way to really get back,
It's quite emotional.
very emotional. And that scene where he's like the song where he's praying to God, he's like, "What am I doing wrong? I
Hmm.
just want to go home. What am I doing wrong?" And then he cries in the rain because he's like, "There's nothing I can do." That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah,
good. Something similar also that this has with ET is that their names are two letters, baby.
that's so true.
ETCK. Think about it.
Do you think they
Hey,
know each other? Do you think they're buddies?
I hope so.
Aww.
Yeah, but I agree with you that like it would kind of be nice if it was in one way more similar to ET in that PK doesn't love her romantically.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah. I do think that with that addition, it had the best possible ending that that plot
Yeah,
element could have.
yeah.
It just would have been nice if they hadn't done it
Hmm.
that
But
way, but
again,
that's okay.
like you say, it could have been worse.
Yeah. It bumps it down like 10% only in my
Hmm.
book.
Hmm. That's not too bad. That's a passing
No.
grade, probably.
Yeah.
You're like, I
Who
start at
knows?
50, so no. What?
Actually, my base is at 3%.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That makes sense.
yeah, it's kind of rough. You've really got to work your way up.
So, well, you've seen it more recently than I have.
I sure have, yeah.
Do you
I
want to do
finished watching it and then popped into this room.
yeah, like pretty much immediately. Probably like 1 minute. Um, so do you want to do like a plot synopsis or I don't know if you took
Yeah,
notes.
I did not take notes because I was busy with fire,
Mm,
but I sure do. I can do plot synopsis. That I'm
cool.
confident in.
Awesome.
So we start with PK landing on Earth. He's an alien astronaut and he's a
Hmm.
researcher. He's coming to Earth to check out the planet, check out the vibes. Um, he runs up to somebody, the first person that he sees. Also important to know that he's butt ass naked, just not wearing, and not a stitch on him, but he is wearing a very fancy looking necklace. We find out later that this is his remote, like, sorry, do you hear that?
No.
Okay, it sounds like someone's trying to like put concrete down a dishwasher, um,
Oh,
or garbage disposal. It's rough. I think it's
yeah.
just the neighbor, but
What does your neighbor do?
I puts concrete down the garbage disposal most nights, but
Oh, yeah. You just usually can't hear it because you're behind your own walls.
yeah,
I
yeah. So
understand.
it's
Okay.
mhm. Um, so this necklace with a very pretty stone in it is his way of calling the spaceship back and returning home. But it's stolen pretty much instantly, and he's not wearing clothes, he has no money, he has no identity, and he doesn't know the language. So he's in pretty rough situation. But forget about that poor son of a bitch for a while, because we're going to meet two other people.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Zoom, one negative thing I'll say about Zoom is that it's like too good at cutting out background noise. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
if somebody's like singing or meowing, it's like, let's not listen to that. But sometimes you
Yeah.
want to hear the meowing because it's a cute little kitty.
Yeah,
And
and sometimes
little
you want to
tiny.
show your friend the neighbors putting concrete down the garbage disposal
It's
sound.
true. And it's like, how am I supposed to relate to your experience?
Hmm.
And he's trying to speak his mind. Okay, so tell me about these other two people.
One of them is named Jagu, and the other one is named I just said it.
Sarfaraz.
Sarfaraz. Thank you.
Yes.
Um, the only S name my brain was providing me was Shifu, and I'm
Master
like, I
Shifu.
know.
Speaking of
So
Is this
Mhm.
more or less racist towards non-Japanese Asians?
It's all
See,
related.
see, see Pakistani man forget his name, Master Shifu?
Me too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I should be put to death probably. Well, anyway, if they're two college students and they're studying in Belgium.
That sounds right.
Yes, and he's Pakistani and she's from India. She's Hindu. So immediately it's like it's kind of a Romeo and Juliet situation. But like, let's do this. We're in love, and they're so cute, and they have the cutest falling in love montage ever. But her family is pissed, and they hate her, and they say, if you stay there with him, you will never be welcome in this house ever again. And she says,
Oh.
okie dokie, let's get married. I'm gonna. Oh, it's the important part of this is her father is really, really devout follower of this one televangelist guy who says he receives a prophecy from God that says this Pakistani boy will betray you and he will not marry you. And she's like, well, awesome. Let's prove that wrong. Why don't we just get married tomorrow? And, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Phew.
So she goes to the church to get married, but she receives a note while she's there, um, that she believes is from sarfaraz that says our our families are just too different, and if your family's not happy, then you can't be happy. We're just not good for each other. Don't contact me. And that might be the shittiest way to end a relationship.
Yeah, not even in person, but like pass them a
No.
note. Like, so she gets the note because a little child like runs in to the church or like the courthouse with a like folded note and is like, I think I'm supposed to give this to you. She doesn't know the child,
Mm-mm.
and there's no men anywhere to be seen.
No.
So that sucks because she's like, you couldn't even say this to my face. Like, I thought we were in this together. Obviously, she's like devastated, heartbroken,
Hmm.
totally betrayed. And she's like, we were going to prove them wrong. And then we just ended up proving them right. Terrible situation.
Yeah. Yeah. So she goes back
Basically broke up
to,
over text, like
yeah,
on their
not even
wedding.
though. On their wedding at the altar to be
Yikes.
dumped via note.
Oof.
Unbelievable. Not even a signed note. You can't even like.
Right, like, yeah. You
Hmm.
could write their name, like, to Dear Whitney, but no.
Hmm. Hmm.
There's no
No.
names on it. It's just like we're breaking up, LOL.
Yeah. And one might say that a misunderstanding could arise from a situation like that. Maybe. Who knows?
To say,
Hmm. Yeah.
wouldn't that be crazy?
So she goes back to India, becomes a news anchor, and through happenstance, she runs into this is many months later. She runs into a man in a bright yellow helmet handing out flyers that say God is missing. If found, contact Tipsy.
Which
She's
is
like,
awesome.
it's the sickest character introduction I've ever seen. It
Yeah.
beats his previous character introduction, which is him showing up naked in a desert.
Yeah. And like try chasing down this guy. Help, help, except he doesn't speak any human languages yet. And the guy
Yeah.
instantly is like, I'm gonna take that amulet, thank you.
He does it
Yeah. For his
instantly.
next introduction, he's like, I'm an evolved Nietzsche. God's missing, and I'm gonna find him. Awesome.
It's really good. So she is like, there's a story there for sure. I'm gonna like get in touch with him and see what his deal is. And so she gets his story and he tells her, I'm an alien, I'm from another planet, I'm trapped here. And she's like,
This is
oh, he's
also
crazy pants, crazy time
after
banana pants.
he's learned Hindi because he can learn language through like contact, but nobody has ever like been patient enough with him to like let him learn, so it took a long time.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
weird run-in with like a lady of the night.
Yeah, I think another thing about this movie is very positive. It seems to be pretty pro sex worker,
Yeah.
huh, which is nice. You don't really see that kind of representation, but it's
No,
like, hey,
no.
man, if you're
He's
an
just like a
alien looking
chill
for,
person instead of like
yeah,
evil and full of disease. It's like she's just like, it's fine.
and he calls her nice things too. He's like, I met a very lovely lady. She was so patient with me, and that's good. Unironically, very nice. Um, so he walks her through his whole Earth experience. Um, he is odd because he doesn't know how Earth works and everyone expects him to. And so everyone keeps asking him, are you tipsy? Are you tipsy? And so eventually he's like, man, people keep calling me that. I guess that's true. So he's like, that's just a very funny thing to go up to somebody and say, hi, I'm drunk. Let's see. He met a buddy who hit him with his car and basically took him in and also introduced him to the lady of the night. Because he's like, dude, you can't. He kept trying to grab people's hands to learn the language, but
Hmm.
everyone's like, I'm freaking out. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
swing
even
that
know
way. No
you. And why
homo.
won't you explain yourself? And he's like, would love to.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but I
yeah.
love this guy. He like, yeah, hits him with his car. I guess he doesn't want to get in trouble for hitting somebody with his car. So he's like, I'll take care of you, and then my good deed will like erase the fact that I'm the one who caused it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I love that he after a while is like, I know this guy like really has trouble talking, maybe he has selective mutism or something, I don't know. But you know what would do you some good? And so then that's why he takes him to like the red light district or whatever. Like, sort it out, man. Let me know how it goes. And he comes out speaking in full sentences, like with a new lease on life because he finally understands language. And the guy's like, I knew it would work.
He's like, we should
Awesome.
call the doctors. This is an incredible breakthrough. The other thing that people keep saying to him is God only knows. I mean, why are you asking me? You'd have to ask God. Because
Hmm.
he's like, how am I going to get home? How am I going to find this thing over and over again? And eventually he's like, you know what? What am I doing? I should ask God, but which one? How do I find him? Which religion am I supposed to be?
Hmm.
So he decides that he's got to worship all of them. He's got to join
Just in
every
case.
religion
Yeah.
just in case. Because he's like, I don't know which religion am I? How am I supposed to know? I've got to find God. And he does have a pretty fun experience where he buys a little god idol and says, please, I'm so hungry. Can I have food? And someone drops a samosa in his hand and he's like, it works. God works. Please, can I get home? But it doesn't work this time because it was just a coincidence.
No.
Well, oh, hey, you know what I just found out?
What?
You remember the sound of cement in a garbage disposal?
Hmm.
It wasn't coming from our neighbor's house. It was coming just from my own house.
Oh, good.
Something someone's working on in the back.
Oh, so you're saying it's not, you're not saying that because you've just discovered a bunch of cement in your kitchen sink. That's a relief, I
Maybe.
suppose.
Okay, where are we? So basically,
He's
she
trying to
ends up
find
believing
God.
him.
Yeah.
Yes, he's trying to find God, but he can't. This is where Jugga finds him and is like, ends up believing him because he can read minds and correctly read her mind and also the mind of who she assumed was the con man on the street. She's like, who comes up to them both and says, please, my wife needs to go to the hospital, but they're asking for so much money and I only have this much. Please, can I just have this much?
Hmm.
Um, and right away, PK hands him the money and says, oh, here also for the tip, which is kind of a funny thing to say for a hospital deposit.
Hmm.
And she's like, yeah, see, there you go. You just got conned. And he's like, no, it's his wife's 75th birthday. He's been saving for months. And she ordered ice cream because it's her birthday and he just ran out. He just needs a little bit more. Um, and so she follows the guy, sure enough, goes into a restaurant
Hmm.
with his wife eating ice cream. And he's like, let's splurge. It's your birthday. And she's like, oh. She invites him to live in her house. And she's like, we're gonna help you get home.
And then kind of like some other circumstances occur,
A few.
a
Yeah.
few of them.
Yeah. Mhm.
And that's the movie.
Yeah, sure. It was good talking to you.
Yeah,
Do you feel like we do that bit every week?
I think pretty often, yeah.
Does it get funnier to you every time?
I think it's funny. I think it's consistently funny. I think I actually think that nobody's watching far enough into the videos to know when we've repeated a joke. So if we still think it's funny, then it's still funny. Nobody
Yay!
else is gonna care.
It's a good thing we're doing an Indian movie again, because that's where viewers really, that's where the
True.
numbers really
Yeah.
come into play. If any other video, if it has more than 20 views, it's because
Half of them
I've
are
had it
you.
rough.
Yeah.
So they are living together, and she keeps getting a wrong number calling her home phone. And so she plays a little prank on him, playing a little goof. And he's like, why'd you do that? Why do people lie for fun? And she's like, I'm just playing a little prank. It's no big deal. And then he has an epiphany. He's like, oh my gosh, that's why God hasn't answered any of my prayers. It's because
I have the wrong
all of
number.
these people, they have the wrong number. Yeah, they're sending the prayers out, but the person receiving them isn't God. And so they're sending back prank calls. They're sending back prank, like, it's all just a big misunderstanding,
And
even though
that's
it's
gonna be a
not.
key theme of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They start this campaign with her news station where he approaches the holy man who her father is very devout towards,
The
um,
televangelist. Mhm.
the televangelist guy. And he's like, that's a wrong number. That's not, why would you say this instead of just doing this? It doesn't make any sense. Why would God tell you to do these things? And it sparks this big movement of like questioning religious leaders and traditions and basically.
Yeah. And that's the movie. Yeah, so her like story that she's like a journalist and she works at the news and she wanted to tell this story about PK and at first I think her like supervisor who I know from a different movie he like at first is like yeah whatever but then it becomes more and more serious and he's like wow this is like a real story and she's like I know that but thank you.
This guy, by the way, her boss,
Hmm.
won't do like another serious story because he ran a piece on the televangelist guy once, and they literally ran his ass through with a trident. That's
Yeah.
not an exaggeration, and that's not a metaphor. They stuck
Like
him with his
genuinely,
trident.
he has these three evenly spaced scars because of a trident. And that's just his backstory.
It's kind of said in a throwaway line, but like they did that to him. That's
They
bonkers.
did that and it
I
was
do.
fine because who's gonna
Mhm.
run the story about that happening?
Not him.
Mm-mm.
He's like, I don't want any more on the left side. I don't want to be like symmetrical with trident scars.
If you worked at a different news outlet and you heard about this, then there's the pressure of like, well, maybe people should know that this kind of thing happens, but also I don't want to become a new um shish kebab,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
hmm
So that's why it hasn't become a huge story yet. Nobody's there to tell the story because the people who tell the stories are the people who get punished.
hmm
With a trident.
With a trident? A trident. In the ass? That's so mean.
Who comes up with punishments like that?
Fake God managers, that's who.
Hmm. So true.
Yeah. I love PK too. I love him so much because watching this, I was like, Are they not gonna bring up the fact that it's on purpose? That there are so many like religious leaders who manipulate their followers and
Hmm.
in order to financially abuse them.
They'll say that they have access to God, but really they just have access to like nice sounding rhetoric and in return people's
Hmm.
money. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
Joel
yeah.
Osteens of the world, you know?
The who?
Joel Osteen, the Texas megachurch guy.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that his name?
Hmm. He's
Mm,
a bad guy. Also, the boss who
yeah.
got a trident in the ass, I do know him from Three Idiots. He's the headmaster. That's
Uh-uh.
called acting. You leave. It's like, no, that's not true. Goodbye. It's a
Oh,
good
good
movie.
movie. Do you think they're friends? I hope they're friends. I hope they're like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Mm. Yeah, friends. Totally.
Okay, where were we?
Oh,
In
I
the
don't
movie.
know. It's crazy we can pause for usually when there's like we're having a conversation and then there's like a sharp cut. Usually there's like 20 minutes of sidebar that I've cut out. In this case, it was one. And we still are like, and what were we talking about?
See, that's why we end up having 20-minute sidebar conversations because even if it's only 1 minute, there's no way we can remember where we started, so why
Mhm.
bother? We've just got to go through the journey, man.
Mhm. That's what life's all about.
Um, so true.
Mhm.
This video is also sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Yeah, have a cola and smile. And also, no, it isn't. We know they're a terrible company, they're evil. Any
Yeah, we do
company
know
that
that.
like if there's anybody around the world who can like instantly say the name of like it's instantly recognizable around the world, they're a bad company. Like they're
That's a
evil.
pretty good litmus test, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh, nothing to be done. Oh, I built a shed today. I
Oh.
know we were only on 1 minute.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we gotta keep.
oh well.
Yeah. So PK the movie
I've heard of it and I've
is
seen
pretty.
it.
Me too. Both.
And I liked it.
Same. Yep. All three. Hmm. They sparked this movement
Hmm.
of questioning religious leaders, and it kind of evolves to the point where the televangelist guy is not getting any donations. He's only getting hate comments and questions, and people are waking up to his con.
Hmm.
Um, and I liked the way that the movie brought like talked about religion because it never felt like it was overly critical of religion itself. And I think PK says at one point, he's like, I think we should believe in God. I think that believing in God is good. It brings people hope. I just don't believe in the God that you've created.
Hmm.
I don't believe that, like, I believe that your God, the one that you created, is exactly like you. He accepts bribes, he waits on the rich, but makes the poor wait on him.
Hmm.
Like, I think it raises good points about being critical, not overly critical, but just like plain old normal critical of anyone who claims to have all of the answers.
Hmm. And like how do you know that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a lot
It's
of
really good. I
abuse to
think
be had. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. And I think the message of it is like it seems like the writer is probably a secular humanist, but it's not like you also have to be,
Hmm.
right? Like yeah, like you're saying, it's great to have a belief in something as long as it's in the right thing and not a person who claims to be a spokesperson,
Yeah, yeah,
but you don't have
yeah.
any evidence that they really are.
Yeah. And they ask so much of you.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Like an employer.
Hmm. Employers are evil and will
That is
never be a
true.
stand-in for the true God.
That's our
So,
guarantee.
yeah, women in STEM stamp of approval. I've really said this message on purpose, and I won't rescind it.
All employers are evil except for my previous edible arrangements employer, Sherry. You're one of the good
Call me
ones.
back, Sherry.
They just want to come back. Can't even call her because they fired her too. It's not fair. It's not
Oh.
fair.
And that's the evil of the corporate world, firing
Mhm.
the Sherrys that make
Mhm.
work worth living.
Yes, so true. On the bright side, we have a movie.
And we're always saying that. And everyone else is too afraid to say it.
Mhm.
I love that it's like I always say has evolved into nobody else is brave enough to say
I do. I love it. It makes us. This makes me feel like a revolutionary.
it. Yeah. It's awesome. It's so funny. I once saw this edit. Do you know Hasanabi? I don't really watch his
Is he
stuff.
a YouTuber?
Yeah, he's like he
Podcaster?
does political commentary
I think I
largely
do.
on like
Yeah.
Twitch and YouTube, yeah. And I
He had a segment with the Sad Boys where it's like we cancel. Yeah, I know him. Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um I feel like I like his stuff on shorts because it's like
Hmm.
succinct. Because Twitch
Yeah.
streaming, I mean, it's like he's on there for 8 hours a day, you know what I mean? I'm not watching that. But I like
Yeah,
when it's
it's a
like
long time.
somebody else has watched it and compiled the good moments and given it to me in my algorithm, and I can say, I like this guy. But I also saw like a fan edit of him where it's like, where it's like 12 or maybe more videos all lined up and all the audio is playing at once.
Yeah.
So it's like, blah, 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 blah. It's like I always say. And then he's saying so many different things. And I thought it was
I
funny
love
that
it
it's
when
like,
I love those videos. It's like
yeah.
I
They
always
have like
say.
a catchphrase. It's like I always say, but then he's never saying the same thing twice.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
We should have him on the pod.
We should. Yeah. I think he'd be down. He'd be like, I'll leave my 5 million subscribers or whatever and come hang out here on a
That'd be
channel where we
good.
talk about politics sometimes, but the stuff we really, really say, we do not post. So anyway, speaking of heresy, blasphemy, sacrilege, and
Great big douchebags.
yes, and straight up evil. This televangelist guy, he sets himself up as a mouthpiece for God, but people start wondering, like, well, if you're a mouthpiece for God, then why did I ask you for help and it didn't go the way that you said it would? Like, you promised that it would. I gave you, like, I sacrificed my time and my money,
Hmm.
and it seems like I just gave it to you and I didn't give it to God. So they start questioning this. He's not getting these like funds and whatever. So he's obviously very upset because that's like he's a powerful guy. Like he's a big
Hmm.
deal.
And actually, if you think about it, it's kind of his livelihood is preying
Yeah.
on innocent people. So like it is kind of a it's kind
It's
of
actually
unfortunate that
really
they're
bad to like stop giving donations to a church that has no evidence of having done any good for you. Because if you don't, like,
Mhm.
how's he gonna live? Man's gotta eat. So think about that.
Yeah. It's like landlords if you think about it,
It's a lot like
you know?
landlords.
Yeah.
Because it's like
They
if
provide
you're
such a
not paying
valuable
them for
service.
your house, how are they gonna pay for their house?
Yeah. It's really sad.
It's very
But
sad.
so he decides he's gonna call PK out. He says like yeah, I love the way they advertise it too. Is their faces on billboards, like a big old smackdown, like
Hmm.
they're in the WWE.
Yeah, it's like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. PK and the evil man of God are, yeah, gonna face off in the ring, but the ring is actually the news studio, and they're like basically gonna have a debate. They're big fans of free speech and debate. Yay!
Yeah, woo. Woo. And the televangelist guy asks PK, he's like, okay, you keep saying wrong number, wrong number. What's the right number? Oh, but important before this happened, his friend, his bro who had found him and taken him to his house, found the thief who stole his necklace at the beginning, his remote, and
Mm,
was bringing him to Delhi. But then someone exploded the train they were on. They died in a terrorist attack.
yeah. And that's just like it's like you know how Ika has a wizard? It's like seems like it should be a main focal point of the movie,
Mhm.
but it just like happens and then so he has this like vision of how he's gonna, you know, win his convince people of his argument and be able to get to go home because he found the thing or whatever. And then there's just
Mhm.
straight up a terrorist attack on the train. Have you
Every
watched
day,
Shaun
I
of the
think.
Dead?
No, with
Simon Pegg.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
watched
can't
it
really do zombie
yesterday.
movies.
Oh yeah, you don't
Oh,
like
is
the
it
zombie
good?
movies. It's really
Yeah.
good. And it was my 100th movie of the year.
How fun!
I
That's
know.
neat.
Because I was like, I saw somebody posting the other day, like, oh, I've watched this many movies. Like, do you think I can make it to 100? You know, so it had been on my mind. And then I was like, I wonder how many movies I've watched. I counted back, I was at 89 and scrolled back to January. And I'd watched 11 movies in January. And I was like,
Oh, wow. 99, let's go. That's crazy. How do you keep
exhausting.
track?
On Letterboxd.
Oh, yeah. I've
Hmm.
only got like 5 movies recorded on Letterboxd.
And I feel like you get on there when you're like, I have to let the people know about this movie. So you'll watch like
Good or
10
bad.
movies and then and then get on and be like Megamind, 5 stars. I would give it 6 if I could. Like and I'm like, yeah,
So
that makes sense.
true. I literally, hang on, let's actually go, let's check my Letterboxd.
Let's plug our Letterboxd accounts really quick.
Yes, let's. Actually, Shaun of the Dead is one that I kind of like. I'm a little upset that I can't watch it along with Zombieland with uh Jesse Eisenberg. That's it.
Shaun of the Dead. I mean,
Okay.
there's definite zombies in it, but they're like funny,
Yeah,
you know?
maybe I could give it a try.
Yeah.
Uh,
You
Hmm.
see zombies, but you mainly see the main cast who are fighting the zombies, which I think
Mm-hmm.
makes it better because it's not so focused on like the really gruesome,
Scary parts.
scary parts.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I have seen a couple clips of it. Because the opening and ending like sequence are really well, like it's a really good movie. I
Hmm.
know this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think maybe you should watch it in like in clips. Like you can just do like a one scene a day and like microdose on Shaun of the Dead, and that way you get the experience. You get to experience like the comedy of it
Uh-huh.
without like getting too much zombie all at once.
That's a smart idea. Yeah, I should do that because I haven't had a zombie dream in a while, and I used to get them
A lot.
around once a week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So
lot.
maybe it's, yeah, it's a lot.
Not so
Mhm.
good.
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
Okay, my movies on Letterboxd. I've got on here The Prince of Egypt,
Hmm.
5 stars. Megamind, 5 stars. Hell's Hinges, 5 stars. Gambit, 5 stars. Mad Max Fury Road, 5 stars. Brother Bear, 5 stars. Sinners, 5 stars. Age of Ultron, half a star.
Hmm.
Joss Whedon, Canon will die by my blade. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I stand by all of those.
Well, anyway,
Yeah,
you've seen PK. Tell me
I
what were
have.
your
Actually,
thoughts
I
about
watched it
it?
really recently. You know what? I actually kind of liked it.
Hmm, me
Yeah.
too.
I think a big part of it that we haven't hit on yet is the autism of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's an alien come to Earth and has to like figure out all these human rituals and people just expect him to know them,
Mm-hmm.
even though nobody will have the patience to explain.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you try to hold this widow's hand? Can't you see she's wearing white? And then he goes to apologize to a widow because she's wearing white. It's like, I'm so
Hmm.
sorry, your husband's dead. And she's like, I'm a bride, you idiot.
Hmm.
Widows wear black. And so he goes up to two women wearing black, all black, and he's like, "Oh, your husband? your husband dead?" And he comes up right behind them and is like, "No, I'm right here."
Hmm.
Um, so there's a lot, and he's also like, "No one on my planet wears clothes, and no one speaks. We don't talk. We all read minds,
Yeah.
communicate telepathically. So why, like, you all say one thing, but you mean another? Why would you say, 'Oh, I'm so happy to see you,' when you're not? You've got to try to understand the words, but also try to decipher the expression and these different factors. That's exhausting. Why do you do these things?"
Yeah. And they're like, that's just how it's done.
Mhm.
Oh well. And so that's also like part of the reason that so many people are drawn to religion is that it seems to provide these just like easy answers. Like, well, if you just, this is like the way that it is. And if you do it this way, then you'll get whatever thing, whatever blessing you're looking for, you know? And so it appeals to people who would give PK these answers that are not very satisfactory. But then because he like isn't a human and he can't understand why they would behave this way, he sees the way they treat religion and is like, but you're not getting real answers. Like you're just saying it because it is. So that's mm, unsatisfying.
I really like that it emphasizes so much, like, just the human connection of it all.
Hmm.
He knows he's being conned by that old man. He knows the guy lying to him, but he's like, "Oh, well, he's doing it for his wife."
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, and here's the tip as well.
It's like because he has to come up with this more extreme story because a lot of people wouldn't think that his actual story was good enough. He's like,
Yeah,
oh, it's my wife's birthday and I ran out of money, so I can't, like, she can't get dessert, or you know what I mean? They'd be
yeah,
like, well, you should have thought about that before you became peasants, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, but he has like this
yeah.
real compassion for like the human condition, and even though this guy's lying, he understands the intent behind it, and that's more important to him.
Hmm.
Whereas
Yeah,
the, the televangelist who's lying says, I don't think you have good intentions. I think you're doing this for a selfish reason.
because he's doing it for selfish
And
reasons.
so I
So
don't
of
trust you.
course
And then,
he's
yeah, it
going to
turns out
think,
he is. Yeah.
"Shocker."
Crazy.
I really like the moment where he first talks to the televangelist about the wrong number thing. A man has stood up and asked him, "My wife has been paralyzed for 6 months," and the doctors say there's nothing else that we can do. And the guy is like, "Give me 1 second. I'll ask God." Yeah. No, God told me that you need to go pray in a temple in Tibet. It'll take like 6 weeks, probably be really expensive and hard on your body as well. But that's
Hmm.
how you're gonna get your answers. And PK stands up and was like, why would God tell him to do that? That's obviously not God you're talking to. Actually, it's the right one. You're getting a wrong number. Because
Hmm.
the real God would probably say, why, like, I'm not going to make you go to a separate house to ask me the same information twice. Why don't you
Right.
just spend
Not
your
like you
time
were
and
going to ask
energy
the
with your wife
question.
now?
Hmm.
Because you're all going to come back to me in the end anyway. So, like, enjoy time on Earth while you have it.
Yeah.
And you can see the dude with the microphone is like, "Oh,
He much prefers that answer because he does want to spend time with his wife. He loves his wife, and that's why he's going to all this trouble in the first place.
mm, yep,
Hmm.
yep, yep."
Hmm.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was sweet.
Yeah.
Because it's like, obviously, we should care about each other and take care of each other. Duh.
Duh.
He's confused why we don't, even
Yeah.
though he is. Do you know about the longest walk Wikipedia article where the guy like went on a walk across the country? He was robbed and
Oh
like
yeah.
stabbed several times, and he's like, "It was a really good experience. People are overall very good." He's
Yeah.
like that guy.
Yeah. His very first experience on Earth, he's already naked and still gets stolen from.
Yeah,
So you can see how like
and he
a
gets
lot of
sand
people would
thrown in his
become
face.
right, like a lot of people would be like, well, humanity sucks. you know? But
Mhm.
he's like, well,
Yeah.
that's probably just like a one-off. Let me have some more experiences. And nothing better to do, can't go home. So, yeah,
It happens again and again and again.
again
He
and
keeps
again, the
getting
guy's like,
stolen from and taken advantage of.
yeah, people like hate him, but then
Yeah.
also not everybody does. I
Yeah.
realize it's
Because he
like,
has a friend who's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you can
yeah.
stay with me. I hit you with my car, and I feel really bad about it. I love that moment too, because he's like, do you remember who hit you with the car? And he doesn't know how to speak English yet.
So
Or he doesn't speak English.
he doesn't know how to speak English or
Or
Hindi or
or
any
in
language.
any language. Yeah.
So he doesn't say anything, and the guy's like, oh,
Ooh.
anyway.
So he goes to leave, and then he's like, and walks back in. He's like, please, will you stay with me? He feels so bad.
Like all around,
Oh,
people are nice enough. It's just
yeah.
like maybe they're in a tight spot themselves, or maybe they're just feeling selfish for whatever, XYZ reason.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not a reason to give up or discredit all of humanity.
It's
Yeah.
really sweet. And he's right for that. So now he's on the talk show with his friends, his dead friend, because he died in a terrorist attack on a train, we all remember.
Yeah.
He has his shoe in his hand and he's continuing to prove the televangelist wrong in 1,000 different ways. It's really nice.
Mhm.
It's really good.
And even
Um,
through his grief, holding on to this shoe, which is the last thing he has of like the first person who showed him kindness.
who was only coming to Delhi for him.
Hmm. And yet he still
Really.
like is such a powerful speaker logically and emotionally. People are like, "Oh,
Mhm.
he's making really good points," and he's like basically destroying the televangelist guy.
Which we love to see. But
Hmm.
then the televangelist guy is like, well, how about this? I said that her fiance would betray her and abandon her, and look what happened. So there you go. And PK is like, actually, I can prove you wrong. And he's like, oh, you can prove me wrong.
He really,
Let's see.
let's see it. And he's like, "Okay, bitch." Except he doesn't say stuff like that. He's nice. He's probably like, "Okay, sir," like something polite and friendly.
Yeah, he's only just realized that he was doing this maliciously, not
Mhm.
purely accidentally,
Right.
because he's just that sweet.
So basically, what had happened was Juggu went to the place to get married, and there was another bride there who said, who had like a kitten,
Yeah, kitten in a
and
basket.
she for some reason has this kitten in a basket at the wedding venue, and that's like fine. But then she like gets up to do something, hands the basket to Juggu and is like, "Can you hold on to my cat really quick?" And Juggu's like, "Of course." And then the kid comes in, having been given a note and look for the bride with the cat. There you go. Gives it to Juggu. The name's not signed. So she assumes it's from sarfaraz, even though it isn't signed. And then she runs away, heartbroken.
Mhm.
Sarfaraz comes to the church later, can't find Juggu anywhere, sees the note, again, not addressed to anybody and not signed, and
Mm-mm,
thinks that
mm-mm.
it's for him from her.
Her.
And the whole
So
time
this guy ruined
some
two
other
relationships
some other boyfriend who wasn't even there the
because
whole
he's
time.
shitty. He ruined so many people's lives that day. Oh my gosh,
So he
unbelievably
didn't have
bad.
the sense to break up with his girlfriend in person or to
Mm-mm.
sign the damn breakup letter.
It would have been so easy.
Even an initial, like if their names didn't start with J and S, they'd clearly be like, well, this is not meant for me.
Hmm. Yeah, and that would have solved at least one of those problems.
Hmm.
Because if it was to J from S, or then he would have been like, well, it's
Well, but
not
I'm S, so it would be 2S from J, so it's obviously not for me.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we would have figured it out a lot sooner.
Hmm.
But no, because that guy, not named and not ever found. is an idiot.
Yeah. It ruined a lot
It's
of
probably the
relationships.
televangelist guy.
Because don't you think sarfaraz probably like reads it and is devastated and starts weeping and leaves it there? And then like every couple who's getting married that day is gonna find this note and be like, "Oh no, I'm getting broken up with."
Yeah, we actually don't see them, but there are like 8 other couples that are gonna have movies made about them
Yeah.
just based on that one note. It's a
PK2.
horrible chain reaction.
And he's not even there. It's just the other
Yeah, he's busy doing
relationship.
other stuff.
He's back.
Ah,
And this time he's angry.
angry. God, you too.
He's back. And this time, he's mad. Gandhi 2.
I'd like to think about PK some more because I liked that movie.
Mhm. It was
It
pretty
was
good.
good. So they figure out this possibility, and they're like, okay, well, you gotta call this guy right now. So she's like, okay, he used to work at the Pakistani embassy. I'm gonna call. Um, so she calls on like live television and is like, hello,
Such a huge
um,
risk.
yes, we
But now everybody's
had
invested.
like,
So what are you gonna do?
yeah, I thought it would have been really funny if he had like actually dumped her via note. Because what like
Oh,
he's
awkward.
actually I said not to contact me, so
So what are we doing
mm.
here?
So she's like, "Hi, I'm calling from Delhi. I'm looking for Sarfaraz." And the lady cuts her off. She's like, "Everybody, come over here! Come here! Come here! It's the girl! It's her! She's calling from India!" And everyone in the whole office like sprints over to the phone. They're like, "Oh my gosh, it's happening! I can't believe it!"
Hmm.
She says, "Sarfaraz has called every day at 9 a.m. to ask if he's received a call from you." And we can't believe that we get to do this. And so everyone is standing there. She like stands up from the phone because she's like shaking. She's so excited. She calls him and she's like, "Are you sitting down?" And he's like, "Why?" She's like, "We have a shock for you. You have a call from Delhi." And he's like, and so they're like everybody's hyperventilating and they start crying and he's like, "I got your note." And she's like, "No, that wasn't my note. I thought I got it from you." And he's like, "No, waiting for you to call." And so everybody's crying now. It's so good. It really just proved the televangelist wrong. And he promised him his remote in return. And
Hmm.
also, PK calls out, uh, so he's like, "You believed that he had done this because your family and this awful televangelist priest planted in your head the idea that because he was Muslim, he would do this." He said, "You just
Hmm.
had a wrong number."
And she's like, okay. And she's obviously weeping. And Sarfaraz over the phone is weeping. And the people at the embassy who patched the call. I mean,
Everybody's losing their minds.
and
It's so
everybody
good.
in the live studio is, everyone's like, "Bah." And like, how can you not? You know?
Yeah.
Because
And
this
he gets his
forbidden love
remote
like wasn't
back.
actually forbidden. Like it would have been
Yeah.
okay. And it's gonna
They
be
could have been
okay.
together the whole
Because they fixed it.
time. They fixed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phew. Oh my gosh. It's also important to say that PK was going to confess his love to
Hmm.
Jagu. But like through random happenstance, she came across so what he had done was he had written "I love you, Jagu" on the back of a business card. Um, and he handed the stack of business cards to her and said, "Okay, go through them and pick one that you like for me, and
Hmm.
we'll give me a new name that's not like Tipsy."
Hmm.
And she's going through, she's reading them, she's like, I don't like any of these.
Hmm.
And he's like, "Oh no, what's going on?" And so he takes her hands and he reads her memories, and it's really because he's like, oh no, she's in love with somebody else. I'm in love with her so much, and she's so sad. I have to help her. It's sadder in a lot of different ways because his heart is broken and her heart is broken,
Hmm.
and then his friend dies in the next moment. So it's like he's not
His heart's
doing very
kind of
well right
double
now.
broken. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh. Yeah. This is a
but
rough
still he perseveres.
hmm
And then he gets ready to go home. He's called, he's got his remote, and he's got two full trunks just of batteries. And like trunks. Like a yeah. And she's like, why do you have batteries? He's like, well, I can't get them at home. I'm gonna have to listen to my tapes that I've recorded. She's like, what did you record? He says, oh, crows, traffic. She's like, traffic?
It's like we don't have
You're
that
listening
there.
to
What if I miss
traffic?
it? You ever think of
And
that?
so she and at first I was like, oh, that's kind of a cute message of like, oh, the benign, even annoying things on Earth, it can be something that somebody would miss. But he was lying, like a liar, because she pops in all of the tapes to listen to them, and they're all her voice,
Hmm.
all of them. Not one sound of a crow, not one sound of a traffic, all her voice. And she's like, hey, man.
What was that about?
And he's like, I don't, I'm not in
I
love
don't
with you. I
I
wouldn't.
I don't lie. And
Why would I
then he
waste all my
keels
time
over
on
dead.
you?
Not really.
No, but he does get on his ship and fly away.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad, but it's not really all the way sad because at the end we get like a little scene of him training other astronauts to come to Earth. And he gets off the ship and he's all in his clothes and like ready to go. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready. Like I'm back. Let's go." And his fellow astronauts are like, "How many times did people hit you on Earth?"
Right. He's like a
And I think
lot.
that many, many, many. Here, let's get your self-defense God stickers on your cheek so people won't hit you, and you're good to go. The rest of them are completely naked too.
Of course, yeah. He comes out wearing
Yeah.
clothes and they're like, who's this guy?
Can I just say, it sounds so refreshing to be in a world where you don't have to worry about clothes
Mm,
and you don't have to worry about like people. You could just like, there's no lying, there's no deception. You don't have to say things differently than in your head.
hmm
It's just like in Galaxy Quest.
I was gonna say the Garden of Eden, but yeah, Galaxy Quest as well.
One and the same. When have they not been able to be used interchangeably in a sentence? Good movie, really good beginning. Naked alien out of a
Mhm.
spaceship. That's fun.
Awesome.
Really good ending.
Hmm.
More naked aliens coming out of a spaceship.
Reunited. And then more naked aliens. Yeah.
Yeah, baby. And also, Doug is able to reconcile with her parents and her family
Hmm.
because they get over their bigotry, and that's really nice.
That's very
That's
nice.
really good. You love to see that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yay.
Too bad it only happens in fiction.
Yeah.
Actually, I have somebody who maybe could benefit from watching this movie, and you don't have to keep this in the recording, but we get a letter from um actually I could just dox him. I don't care. I really, really hate this guy. His name is Michael Greenwell.
Michael Greenwell, got it. Writing
Yeah,
it
he
down.
sends in a letter every single day about something new. His letter on Friday was we need to ban Muslims from holding public office.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, because obviously everybody knows that their belief in Sharia law isn't compatible with their Christian nation.
Of
You know
course.
this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it would be good for him to be like, I don't know, see Muslims as human people and also citizens of the United States.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be good.
Hmm.
Oh boy. I do have a plan. Again, please don't put this in the recording, just so I can't be held legally accountable.
Okay.
But I have been keeping track of all of the crazy right-wing people who send in horrible messages. I have all of their emails and telephone numbers. and I'm gonna just start adding them to lists of
Oh.
things like Black Lives Matter
Hmm.
and like maybe Quran of the day,
Hmm. That's a good idea.
you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So if you have any other ideas for mailing lists and things, I'm just gonna, if I had any like technological knowledge at all, I would create a bot that would keep adding them. So
Hmm.
even if they did unsubscribe, they'd just
They can
automatically get
get
right back in.
resubscribed. Hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not smart enough to do that.
That'd be good. We can ask around.
Okay, yay.
Maybe, yeah, maybe one of our subscribers will know. But if that's the case, we'll have to keep this in the video so that they can see it and be like, here's what you get.
That is true. That is true.
I can take out Michael Greenwell's name if you want me to, but keep the rest of it.
No, you can leave it in.
Okay,
Again, I
great.
hate that guy.
Yeah. I mean, he sounds
Yeah.
just like a real
Vile.
charmer. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love getting messages because you could tell he sends us like 8 paragraphs every single day. I'm like, you clearly have no one else in your life to talk to.
Yeah, that's jobless behavior.
Jobless, friendless,
Yeah.
like nothing else. Yeah. I'm
Photo
thinking
is
because I was
tasteless, the bomb's
gonna
instantly in liquid.
like oh, that's awesome. It was at first I was gonna sign him up for like really annoying like Scientology mailing
Mhm.
lists and stuff, but then I was like,
That's
they learned something.
dangerous, though. Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because of they're terrible, like extra terrible. You thought the like religious people in this movie were maybe a little bit much?
Hmm.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's Scientology. Yeah. So I figured maybe if they learn something, then it could be better for everybody.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it sure would. Which one of your friends said, does Whitney know that there are jobs out here?
Emily.
Emily,
Yeah.
will you tell her to keep her eyes peeled for them for me?
Yeah. You could always work at DI.
I could always work at DI.
Yeah.
Have you seen the prices at Goodwill lately?
I've I've been there only a little bit, but every time I go, I'm like, could have just gone to DI.
She's gone to, yeah,
Hmm.
so true. There's no DI out here though.
Yeah, such a shame.
So yeah,
DI
appreciate DI.
shouldn't be, somewhat local. It should be the
Mhm.
one corporation that you go anywhere in the world and people know the name of it, and it's a good thing.
That is so, so real.
We should replace all the Coca-Cola and McDonald's in the world with DI.
We, uh, we say that with our whole chest,
Hmm.
our whole collective chest.
Yeah, just the one that we have. It's full of tapes of traffic and crows.
And batteries.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the movie.
Which one of us has custody of the chest? Yeah, that's the movie.
The chest. It actually lives in cloud storage right now, so
I'll watch Kahani, you watch Surf's Up, and then we can talk about both movies
both movies
at different
same
times.
time.
Oh, at different times. It'll be
Okay,
distracting. It'll be so
okay.
confusing.
Yeah. Wait, so there's the terrorist attack on the train. Then we cut to surfing penguins.
Penguin surfing. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
correct.
and then cut back to
What the Shia LaBeouf, Zoe Deschanel.
Yep.
All right. We've known each other for a very long time now.
Yeah, long enough that like all the hellos and goodbyes, way too formal.
Yeah, we've run out of ways to say them.
Yeah. You just join the call and start talking, and when you're done talking, you leave the call. It's like, how hard could it
Like
be?
conclusion paragraph of the essay, just stop reading.
Right. Yeah, exactly.